Hello and welcome once again to Crazy Comics and Stories. It's me, your charming and delightful old Uncle Rat Bastard. And yes, this is the second Black Friday special. What it is on Black Friday, Joe and I pile into his cop car, which is more of an SUV, with our longtime friend Bunkhouse Butch, and we go to every comic shop in the Twin Cities that we can. Last week was the first part of this. This is the second part, where we went to Heroic Goods and Games, Dreamhaven, the College of Comic Book Knowledge, and The Source. There will be links in the show description to all the shops. We had a great time. I spent more money than I probably should have, but I got so many cheap reads. One of the things about the Black Friday is that I know that there is a movement to not shop on Black Friday. We go to comic shops because, one, comic shops need money. They're a business that they don't have a chain to fall back on. They're small businesses. All of them are small businesses. And we feel the need to relieve them of the burden of having stuff. And the second reason is it's a day that we all have off, and it's become a tradition. We enjoy just driving around, hitting comic shops, taking advantage of their sales, and it's a good time for old friends to get together, and that's really what the podcast is. It's old friends getting together, talking about nerdy stuff as they go shop to shop. I want to thank you for listening, and here's the episode.
Of Minnehaha here, and just stop and visit all these different goofy stores.
What kind of tattoo are you going to get?
I thought about getting one of you, but I don't want to.
You did think about that.
I did. I honestly did.
Minnehaha Business Services, that'll be a fun tax return.
There's a bunch of like secondhand shops and other places. But yeah, this has kind of become like there's a...
And just wherever we are at lunch, we eat at that place.
We're not going to visit, but there's a...
We.
Dreamer's Vault south here, which is new comics. They beg their old comics. They sell a lot of them for $1 and games and whatever.
I doubt it.
There's actually one on West 7th before you get to the airport that I love, because then if I'm like, oh, guy, I'm getting to work too early, stop by. Of course,
getting off too early.
They got robbed. Somebody punched in and stole their Pokemon cards.
Oh.
People wonder, Brian was, I remember, being real cocky about, because at the time he had the shop, the big shop, somebody was going around robbing all the different stores. They robbed Dreamhaven. I don't think they hit John's shop. A couple other stores got hit. Somebody tried at Midway, but what they didn't realize is where they were trying to bust in was a fake door, so they didn't get anywhere.
Awesome.
But I was telling Brian, I said, yeah, they might hit you. No, they ain't going to come over here.
Nope.
Guess who got hit?
He did.
First thing...
Go,
I was going to say the first thing Pat and I did, and the first thing I did when I had Crazy Comics, put a security system in place. Again, for a smash and grab, it probably doesn't matter because they still got 30 seconds to get what they want and get out. So if they've cased the place.
Yeah.
I think Mile High found that out. Somebody went in, stole a bunch of key books that he had on display, kind of like a show-off thing. So, that one, I don't know if you knew him. His name was Rick, had the shop.
Yes.
Where he had that little shop that I used as Crazy Comics. But he had Beanie Babies at the time I had Hot Comics.
Yep.
And he was trying to tell me about Beanie Babies. And I was like, my attitude was, I'm getting in too late. I don't care, don't know, don't want them. And
good attitude.
His shop got hit twice. And part of me started thinking, wouldn't you think after once you would learn? But John Nunziata he said, I spend a half hour every day taking the big books down, tossing them in that big-ass safe he had. They steal the safe, it weighs a half a ton, they can have it.
I guess the door was kicked in, so the brake was at the bottom when Brian's Hot Comics got robbed, and it was 8 inches wide. I don't know how they got a long box out. I had to bring one over and fit it just because it didn't look like it would fit.
Mm-hmm.
And how any person got in and out of there was unthinkable. And I believe that somebody at Brian's parents' house heard it on the police scanner that they were calling in that there was a break in it, and that's how they all found out about it.
Oh, wow.
The cops found it. Maybe somebody called it in. But.
Now nobody sits at home and listens to the police.
Right, I listened to the police scanner and
actually,
heard about
it's
it.
It's online now. During the riots, I was listening to it. Because you're listening to the rioters are coming this closer and closer.
Oh.
They never went north of Maple or Maryland, which was weird. Oh, fuck.
We're never going to get north of this
No.
stoplight.
Because now what it'll do, if it lets us go, it'll be cool. But I think what it does,
Cory,
it might let us go.
What'd you buy at Uncle Hugo's?
Yeah, let's backtrack a bit.
Some men's adventure books, some shell shot books, which are
we're a all age podcast. We talk about this men's adventure stuff.
I'm into it.
they're old school Private Eye. You know, he solves the mystery, gets the girl.
Cory solves the mystery on page 3.
Pretty much, yeah. I did pick up one big fantasy book that's book 1 in a 4-part series where all of them are
we're stuck.
big as a horse. And I decided, I'll give this a try because it looks like it's getting good reviews. If I like the first book, I'll be able to come back and get the other 3. Because every so often, I don't mind a fantasy if the story is done.
Yeah. To be continued.
And the book that I showed Joe is by Earl Stanley Gardner, who wrote all of the Perry Mason novels, but he had another series called Lem and Cool.
What? Fuck. So these fuckers can. Why aren't we going?
It's been a while.
Jesus.
You may have to just go ahead and then turn. Take the side road to Dreamhaven. Take the long way
side
home.
road to Dreamhaven and be waiting at this light forever.
And Butch did most of the buying at
You'll be here
Heroic
at
Games.
4:30. Did I?
Yeah.
You guys
Those
got
DVD sets.
You guys got loads of comics.
I only got about 20, and it was just random stuff. Most of them, I bought that big hunk of Big Bang comics because I never read those when they were coming out.
They look like fun.
They're written and drawn as if they're Silver Age books.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So, I got that Planet Earth DVD set.
Yeah.
Oh, we watched that on streaming.
Yeah, well, cool. I grabbed it as an extra because it was buy 2 get 1 free, and I had enough 2s to get another, whatever I did, and I really warmed up to the idea as I put it on the stack that this is going to look great. This is going to be fun.
And it's 5 discs.
It's loaded. They were all in good shape. They're all in the box. Nothing, no funny business. I got 3 volumes of Superman Adventures, The Adventures of Superman, the 90s animated series, which
That's
was great.
good stuff, too.
Yep, on DVD, which I don't have on DVDs. Well, yeah, so that's great. Airheads, 90s movie.
Oh, yeah.
With Brendan Fraser and Steve Buscemi and Adam Sandler that I never can find on DVD.
Before Adam Sandler was Adam Sandler,
yeah,
really.
Yeah, he just was a guy in the movie. So I've been wanting to watch that for a while. Never just run across it. What else did I find there? I got,
Good
to
go!
Look, it's the Green Arrow. It might as well be the actual Green Arrow.
I don't believe it.
I saw Shocker there. It was a long time coming before I could ever find a copy of Shocker, too. But I did get one not long ago. And I got some other stuff. What was it? I don't know. I don't remember. Nobody remembers.
Nobody can.
Yeah.
I got a couple seasons of Robot Chicken.
Oh, that was it.
I didn't get the Aqua Teen Hunger Force because I have them, and I might have. I guess I thought I had grabbed Space Ghost Coast to Coast season 1, but apparently I didn't.
Oh,
because I just went through all that stuff.
Oh. See, I don't know. I have some of those, but I don't know which ones I have. And we had cleared out a lot of our DVDs and put them in storage, so like I said, the Superman Adventures. I'm like, I think I got them, or was that Justice League?
Oh yeah, well I love that stuff. Really well done. Justice League particularly.
So
man.
Paul was doing a deal. He has this cool crystal tower where you roll the dice, 20 sided, and it comes out, gives you a percentage. Cory was a greedy bastard, did 19%.
19%. He rolled 19.
He could have done 20.
Cory rolled 19 times. Then you're saying, Joe?
I don't know what he did.
How many percent of the times did he roll?
Dice.
My characters in D&D have always been lucky. Dice like me.
Anyways,
might as well call him Andrew.
I ended up with
Ross Andrew?
Andrew the Dice.
15%, which was cool because then
good.
I was able to go back and I picked up a book, mostly for nostalgic reasons. There's a book dealing with the X-Men cards that Jim Lee did.
Oh, a book about it?
That was back when
Then it must reproduce the cards, right?
Yeah, it reproduces a card.
Cool.
There's another card in it. And I just remember, I was talking to Paul about that. Oh my gosh, I think Pat and I had to have bought 10 cases of this stuff. Because then you had to go to Walmart, because Walmart had exclusive cards with exclusive chase cards. Then we went to Sam's Club, which is owned by Walmart, and we bought like another case there. And Pat gutted until he had a whole set, including the super rare chase card, which I have no idea. I don't know if he ever did get a signed Jim Lee. And of course, Dan Biesemeyer first pack. Hey, I got a signed card. I don't know if that's true, but that's just it's my brain the way I think. Anyways,
I'll sign a few of those cards for you.
It just reminded me, and when I realized I was getting a bigger discount, I thought, okay, I'll pick that up. And then I picked up a McFarlane Toys Fat Bastard.
Yes,
I'm the Rat Bastard.
One letter, yeah.
We got both of them with us now.
It's like $15. He gave me percentage off. It's cheap enough if I want to open it, I can. So it was kind of fun. I just picked out 20 random books. I think I picked up a Mr. Terrific miniseries, the Justice Society one. I got the One Big Bang out of that run, Cory, that had Savage Dragon in it.
Oh, okay.
How many episodes, seasons, issues? They're comic books. How many issues in that Mr. Terrific series?
I'm hoping 6, because that's what I bought.
Was it written by Gail Simone?
I don't honestly know.
Because Gail Simone wrote a Mr. Terrific story and gave him his ultimate villain, Mr. Terrible.
I seem to remember 2 issues of a Mr. Terrific series that were
and when
good
James
stuff.
Gunn online was talking about, hey, I'm looking at all the DC stuff for the new DC movies. Boy, I like that Mr. Terrific. And she piped up, I created his arch villain, Mr. Terrible. No, seriously, that's his name. And they approved it.
That's brilliant.
That's the one thing I'll miss about Twitter. People like Gail Simone who just troll everybody.
Yeah. Hey, if you want, we can stop and look at the trains.
I know you want.
I want.
I doubt we can.
Oh.
Open to the public.
You and you, I want pizza.
That's it.
I want pizza.
Pizza. Yep. Little Caesars is coming up any minute.
Hey, looks like a parking spot.
Parking spots. Painting spot. Just take a picture of this, Cory, for your...
Oh, yeah. This is his new mural. Beautiful. Now, we'll take a picture of it. We'll be right back. All right. I was Jones Daisy into Dreamhaven, which was amazing because, like everything, I had to just put a break on myself, otherwise I'd still be in there.
Yeah, but you were cleaning up on some cool stuff.
The coolest thing I got, Cory saw it, Logan's Run, signed by the author, William
Nolan.
You threw me with the Logan. No, it wasn't Logan. Picked up a bunch of Dells. Again, Dells are fun because if I don't recognize them, you want to stop?
Desperately.
Okay. No, I mean I will.
No.
Right in the middle of the street.
Greg gave us a deal. He's apparently tomorrow he's doing a half price on comics. I may come back. So I picked up a bunch of comics I know I didn't have, but we hit his dollar rack really well. Picked up a couple books. He always has a stack of free books. Okay, now I don't.
No, I got a stack of science fiction magazines because every so often he'll put a bunch of them out there for $1 each.
Yeah, like every time we go there with you, when you.
And I snap
yeah.
them right up. I love those
Yeah, I
things.
picked up some Gauntlet magazines. I don't know if I have them again. Now I understand why I missed the exit, because it's closed. Drove right by it.
That'll do it.
So-
And it's 5 o'clock already.
I know, and it's dark, and we're like, hey.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Butch hasn't had meatloaf for 8 hours.
8 years.
I did find a place that does meatloaf.
Huh?
Don't let your meatloaf.
Craig said he's been in business for 47 years.
They opened in, I think, April of '77. He might
Yeah,
have said
because
before.
I think, judging by the first comic I got, he would have to be, I must have visited him in 78.
I never visited him, that store. I only heard about that store from every other kid in the
Oh,
neighborhood.
yeah. Yeah, and for me it was like the reverse, because it was
I was like, what?
oh, you don't want to go to the St. Paul comic guy? Charges a whole quarter for bag and board. Back issues.
What a jerk.
Yeah. I can't tell where that guy is, so I'm going to keep going.
Earth.
He didn't have the middle rack of all the dirt cheap old books.
What?
So I think he's either sold them all or put them back in the garage.
You bought him out.
Close to it.
Okay.
Because I'd buy all those Ace double features, which are,
The motorcycle
2 novellas
with
in
no light.
one. Those are fun books too.
Yeah.
You read one, then you flip it over, read the other one.
I do that anyway.
You just pick up stuff that looks fun,
What's with all the green arrows?
I don't know. Probably make up for the fact we waited at the one light for
60
5
years.
cycles. And that was 4 once.
The heck was that?
That was a bumper.
Approaching a railroad track.
So, that was fun. So we got 2 more stops and then pizza. So I'll bring you guys. Have you been to the new college?
I
Yes.
have not.
Okay, so we'll stop up there. And a lot. I'll let you guys see it when
It's a
fun.
lot.
Because I go there pretty regularly, because on Wednesday it's always fun to hit the source, and then I go to the college. It's kind of like having 2 stores right on top of each other, which is fun. And like we said, this area is becoming kind of a geek center. So,
Well, if I remember right, the Twin Cities has the largest selection of bookstores per capita in the U.S. And we may be close to the largest number of comic shops per capita in the U.S. too.
yeah.
Because winter it's cold and we stay inside and we read.
Per capita in the U.S.
Yeah. So take that, New York City.
Apparently they're smoking pot under the bridge.
There are too many capitas.
It still amazes me that after COVID and all that shit, not a single comic store closed because of COVID.
Really?
I don't think anybody closed. If anything, a few shops open.
Yeah.
And there's a new bookstore that opened. I don't have the details
New books.
with me, but
Well, when I was in, where was it? One of the stops on my trip to Illinois, the guy said that COVID was the best thing that, he had to use bookstore. He said COVID was the best thing that ever happened to him.
Oh,
because
because-
people would come in, it'd just load up.
Desperately needing books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said it got people back into bookstores and they keep coming.
Interesting. Cool. What was the best thing that ever happened to you, Joe?
I bitch a lot about work, but they did take care of us. I mean, if you were high risk, you were allowed to take 2 weeks off on administrative leave. You get paid for it. And I wasn't going to do it, but then I had people that were like, yep, I'm taking it. I said, you're not even high risk.
I'm high risk.
And I am high risk. I got rheumatoid arthritis. I got
Yeah.
diabetes. I take drugs to suppress my immune system during a pandemic. Matter of
You're
fact,
crazy.
When I came back, one of the managers, the senior managers, saw me. Goes, "Are you looking to take any more time off?" And I was like, "Well, what they had done, because airline travel tanked, and we in the state of Minnesota had, was it a month or 2 weeks, or what? We shut down for a while."
I don't remember how long it was. I just remember I had the note in my car that, yes, we know that there's a curfew, but I'm special.
And I had the same thing, because my badge, I'm a first responder, which means if shit happens, oh, go get him, Ryder. I don't want to. But then
after almost 3 years, I'm very tired of being essential.
Get what this, they would give you, you'd come in and like work 1 day a week, and then you'd get paid for the other time, so you're not losing hours. And I told the manager, I said, you're taking care of us. I mean, I'm only coming in, I work in bags, so I'm not working with people anyways. What was funny is, as the pandemic lifted and they started restoring people, like, okay, we're going to have everybody, you're going to start working, 3 days a week instead of 5. Oh, yeah, oh, geez, dude, you just got people losing their freaking job
and lives.
And you're whining about this. It's like, it took them a while to, get back. And yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I'm like, yeah. But during that time period, everybody caught COVID in the house with me.
I think we're going to have another pandemic in our lifetime.
Not to this extent, because people are taking their vaccines. I think the mutant strains that are coming out of the thing are not as virile.
I mean, some other disease it does.
I don't know. It's possible. They keep cutting down into the rainforest, discovering diseases that have been locked in.
Well, and as the polar ice caps melt, they're like, oh, we're finding viruses that haven't been, that have been locked away in the ice.
I wouldn't worry.
And Godzilla.
20,000 years. It's like, yeah, that's probably not good.
I wouldn't worry too much about that, mainly because all the methane and greenhouse gases that have been frozen in the
they'll kill us
permafrost
first.
for years. Yeah, they're gonna kill us first. So that's why I spent all that money at Dreamhaven. I'm going. I want the most toys. I swear though. As I go through Dreamhaven, because I think I'm doing pretty good on the eBays, and then I look at the stuff they got. Tim at Granite City tells me they picked up a Major League Golden Age collection that they brought to Twin City Con. They're looking at another big collection. I'm like, and then talking even with Steve, the guy who came to the second annual Cory Strode lunch-a-thon.
We've redefined annual.
And then lunch.
And a
the lunch bunch.
He's like talking, he goes out with people.
The Where's the Hair lunch bunch.
He's either doing the finder's fee, or they're like picking up tons of collections with e-books and stuff. And Steve, I told him, I'm a bottom feeder. I find stuff that's $1 that should be sold for $30. That said, eBay's and a lot of the online places, they want the next hot key book, they want it pressed, they want the high grade. I was going to go buy a She-Hulk high grade, and then I'm looking, there's tons of them out there.
What is this She-Hulk high grade that everybody's talking about? The Savage She-Hulk, #1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the first appearance of her.
I hemmed and hawed about that issue when it was on the stands, and looked at it, never bought it. And then the rest of them looked even worse.
We did a podcast on She-Hulk, and I took my Essential down and reread it.
Oh.
And that first issue, I remember thinking, meh. But it was written by Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Oh, who did the art?
Drawn by Buscema.
Yeah, Buscema. But that rest of that series was terrible. And you could tell. Same thing when I tried to read Spider-Woman.
I've always hoped that it might be good.
Yeah, they had no idea what to do with her. Oh, she can change back. Oh, she's in love. Oh, she isn't. And people, even now, it got better when they started. Was it Byrne that started breaking the fourth wall?
John Byrne.
And just had some fun with her.
Yes.
I fell in love with she beat the Bi-Beast. The Bi-Beast fell in love with her.
She beat the Bi-Beast.
She beat the Bi-Beast. And he fell in love with her. Yeah, it was crazy. It was not a good read. And then it ended where she was stuck in as She-Hulk forever, and she was with, what was his name? Rory or something?
Stanley.
Yeah.
Who was apparently popped around other books. Yeah, it was a hot mess.
See, Spider-Woman was like that, except it was super weird.
Yeah.
Until Chris Claremont took over. And when
Which
Claremont
was when?
Around 30-something,
Okay.
36, 37.
All right. And it went quite a bit longer than that.
Well, it went to issue 50.
Did it? I thought it was like 75 or something.
And the last 4 issues were Ann Nesenti's first stuff.
Oh?
And she was super weird. And it said that they gave her the book when it was already canceled. Because they're like, yeah, here you go. It's Chris is busy with the X-Men and all this. So there's 4 more issues till it's canceled. What'll it hurt if you write it?
Jeez. Only 50, huh?
Yeah. And remember, it had that photo cover.
Yes, I do. Remember that photo cover, too. I ain't not need no headlights.
Then she died at the end.
Of number 50.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm trying to tell the dumb fucker behind me his lights are off, but apparently he's too dumb.
She.
Yet.
Them.
Shit.
Yet.
Shit.
Anyways. Yeah, Spider-Woman was another hard one.
I was digging
because
it at
they
the
didn't
end.
know what to do with her. You know, and they took so long to have the team up with Spider-Man where they should have done it almost right away.
And that was a fill-in issue.
Oh my god.
I think what really hurt Spider-Woman, though, he was drawn by Carmine Infantino back when he could not give less of a shit about comics.
That was in the Star Wars comic. What's Infantino?
Yeah, he had become one of the worst ever.
Is he using a T-square to draw Jaws?
And hair?
They put that in the letter column. It's like, so somebody was like, we're going to really bust his chops. I remember
The only reason Carmine Infantino drew the Star Wars comic, George Lucas liked his art and wanted him to draw it.
Oh, man. If only George had liked someone else.
Well, when they had Al Williamson come on to do Empire Strikes Back, he went,
I
like this a lot more.
He went, I see what's going on here.
I remember John talking about, because around the same time, Spider-Woman came out. So everybody ordered tons of Spider-Woman because they're like, how could this not be a hit? Spider-Man's hot. It's got to be hot. And everybody underordered Howard the Duck. And that ended up being the killer book that everybody wanted. And nobody, Savage She-Hulk and Spider-Woman were just kind of meh. And did you say, Cory, they did it to secure the trademark?
Yeah, but there was a animation company putting together a Spider-Woman animated show. They went, oh crap. That's why it showed up in Marvel Spotlight. Archie Goodwin and Sal Buscema whipped it up over a weekend.
What did Sal do for Sunday?
Slept.
And on Sunday, Sal slept.
Sal for Sunday.
Is he the one who had the pentagons for mouths? When they were
I guess. Yeah, sometimes.
All I know is there's a girl at work who
has that mouth.
Has that same mouth. Yes. And I try not to stare, but I'm like, she's a Sal Buscema chick. Just like people always go, nobody has a figure like the way Rob Liefeld draws women until hey, there's a whole website full of them.
Until you see one who does.
Yeah. Big orders, big hips, tiny little hip waist. All right, now tell me if you can figure out where it is.
Oh yeah. We'll give you a hint.
It's where Joe is.
We're pulling in. Yeah, you should have gone to buy the next entrance, and really.
That would, but
comics.
This is closer to that than the other.
Comics.
And when they first started, they didn't even have that up.
Yeah, it was baffling.
Oh, where are we going?
We're going into the back. Jack.
Hit the road, Jack.
Are
you sure we're allowed? Jesus.
I know.
I'll get my hiking boots on.
I rarely get. Holy shit, it's like ice. I never come back here at night.
Can you go into the store from the back?
Yep, that's the way in.
Okay.
So, be careful, it looks icy.
How about a nice Hawaiian punch?
Sure.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, it won't last.
Never last.
Although my preparation is about at its limit.
All right, we are now leaving the college. Okay, I shop here pretty regularly. What do you guys think of the
love
new
it.
college?
I love it.
I like their new setup a lot.
It's one of my top 5 favorite places on earth.
They had a sweet spot before, but considering they were kind of forced to move, I'm sure, jumping on top of the source, they weren't too happy, and they probably weren't happy. But
And, this is really out of the way.
see, this would be the better way. Up
And
the
kind of
side.
a dark,
Yeah.
it's a dark area. No street lights or anything.
Yeah, but a comic shop's a destination, It's
Yeah,
not like
and
you just walk
this
by.
is actually more like a light industrial area.
Yeah.
So it is kind of neat that it worked out the way it worked. And
But they got a huge space.
A couple times I had to stop.
And great stock.
I had to stop because a train would come by. So I hold my stuff and I run outside. I like trains.
Me looking at training.
I like it, the trains.
Training train.
So for me, like every Wednesdays, I go to the source and then I come here. And it's just, I dug through. I'm surprised I found as much as I did because 2 weeks ago I was digging through the sources or the college's sets.
I barely dig. I literally just go over and I go, oh, here's something. Oh,
yeah.
Here's something. Well, I better check out.
Yeah, you didn't even dig through the dollar books.
No, that's how
No,
man gets
no,
serious trouble.
And see, I've already done the dollar books, but they were 50 cents. Yeah, when Cory said the sets were 30 off, I was like, oh, shit. Because, like I said, last time I was here, I picked up what I really wanted, and then I knew there was a bunch of stuff. I was like, put it back. Well, and I found some new stuff. I swear, you could go through it 20 times, and how could I miss that? So what'd you get, Butch?
Empire.
Mark Wade's Empire, by the way.
I got that Mark Wade's Empire. I got a trade collection of that, which I believe was $7. Also, for the same price in the collected collections. What do they call the collected ones?
Sets.
Bundles.
The sets. And the
Bundles,
sets was Empire was in there, which I would have been just as happy with that, maybe even happier. I do prefer the comics to the trades, but trades I do enjoy reading trades.
It's not that the run is expensive. It's almost worse when they're not collectible.
Just getting it.
Yeah, just trying to find it.
Yeah, and then Kray dug me up one of the prequels or sequels, so I grabbed that too.
Yeah,
which was in the sets.
And I'm kind of questioning, did I even read that? But I think I've read everything he's done.
And I never finished reading Empire for some reason. Did it fall apart? Is there a reason why I wouldn't have read like the last couple issues?
I don't know.
Or did it just print regularly and I just...
Yeah, I don't.
I
I don't remember it being
Yeah.
late because Barry Kitson's one of those guys. He always turns.
Well,
in
and he's
before
one of the
time.
reasons it's as good as it is because it's a good looking book.
Yeah, there's another guy who. Why isn't he working on a monthly book?
I got the first trade for Maniac of New York, so I've got them both now. The second one I picked up at Mind's Eye, thanks to those guys. I got the 4th issue of It Came, the Titan Comics book from 10 years ago or so, because it was the only It Came I could find. So
Yep.
that's an alien invasion, 50s sci-fi,
Taco Libre.
nifty bookage.
Tacos.
And I say, in the not knowing what I got voice. I got something else.
I got something.
Some sturdy something.
And what'd you buy, Strode?
A bunch of sets in the paperbacks. They had a whole bunch of paperbacks, $7 each. So I picked up the 2 Cave Carson trade paperbacks.
Oh yeah, you're loaded.
The new Teen Titans Games hardcover.
Nice.
Because my original is all beat to hell.
Nice.
And they had a showcase, the Batman #3. You can't go wrong with the Batman showcase.
Good reading.
And it's right after It's right after Julie Schwartz took over, so you don't have the crappy Bob Kane Batman meeting alien stories.
All right. Last stop of the day.
Last stop, well, before food.
Yeah, then we get food.
People do.
How dare he have a life outside here?
I personally can't imagine doing anything besides eating pizza.
Yeah.
Does Gruber know about this?
Yeah, he didn't care.
Well, we're having pizza.
No, he doesn't care.
What I want to impress upon him when we're having lunch, and I wanted to say this the other day, but you can't get a word in edgewise, is
We're all trying to one up each other.
was Pat, this is it. When we go out geeking, I don't know what you think we're doing, but this is it. It's the social thing.
Oh, yeah.
And he's so into it right now.
Yeah, he likes the social
He's
thing.
having a lifetime peak of it, I swear.
Yeah, because he's even like, we meet next week. I'm like,
Right.
Next week?
Yeah.
I wish I could.
Tim Cory. I ordered a head bacon for him.
Yeah.
Order a head bacon.
Add bacon.
Head bacon for a head to
No, don't add bacon. Add bacon. Add bacon. No bacon. No bacon for Cory.
No bacon for you.
Very sad.
Eric Marshall told you can only have one pancake.
Yep. That's all you can eat. He set the precedent.
That thing was the size of, a football field. That's one.
One pancake.
One pancake. Oh, that's new. Cub Wine and Spirits, where Harmar Theater used to be.
Yeah, you want to go there? Should we go see Superman 2 or Empire Strikes Back or
Yes, the reworked version of Star Wars.
The Fly?
I like the story Nick tells. Where I think it was X-Men or Batman. No, I think it was Batman. They had like the advanced theater or whatever. And
Well, I know with the Star Wars, he came out. We set a record last time.
yeah,
We need to do better.
well, and he told the story like the regional manager would call the guy and go, "Are these numbers right?" Yeah. I said, "Well, you did in one night what you do the entire quarter, the entire month." He goes, "Yeah, we had a comic thing, and Nick just had a way of riling people up."
Yeah.
Like they had I think it was Lord of the Rings, which I didn't go to, or something, and it was mostly a gaming crowd. And he goes, "Oh, listen, guys, that comic crowd, they out-ate you." And all of a sudden he sees an entire row of like destroyers get up.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
yeah.
that ain't happening.
No,
and they get up and they run to the thing, and they said they love it when the Source did their movies there.
God.
Oh no, they didn't.
Brilliant.
They kind of way of embellishing. No, I love the Red Ming's having an all-you-can-eat buffet. You guys slowing down, huh? And then Paul Ewart's shadow crosses.
His shadow crossed
And-
like the blinds with this. You know how the
Yeah.
sun would billow in the front there?
And he's
The
like,
giant shadow came across the blinds.
who's that? Next
Who's
time, that's our finisher.
That's our closer.
And Paul had just come from like White
White Castle, where he just ate a sack.
and he's like, oh yeah,
Belly's up to the
I had
buffet.
a couple more
Yeah.
plates. Wings was great, man. Just go over, hey,
Who's that?
order of
Who's that?
or chicken nuggets, but they go sweet salad chicken.
Put sauce on like you do at McDonald's.
I got a guy who used to work at the Domino's while I had God Comics. He'd call me up, hey,
Domino's.
you up for a trade? Domino's Pizza for Magic Cards? And I'm like, yeah.
This guy knows your language.
Oh, God, yeah. He'd come over, and I don't know how much it was, like 2 packs of Magic for a pizza. It's like, you're not getting in trouble for it? I'm the manager. They don't care. There's always somebody, ordering a pizza and stiffing the driver or, not buying it.
Then it becomes Joe's Pizza.
Joe's Pizza.
Then it becomes Baudray Pizza.
Pizza.
Baudray.
What do you mean they're open?
Baudray.
Hey, we're getting a red Savoy in Chaska.
How are you? I spotted one over by maybe Mind's Eye. See, there's a Sasquatch in the corner over there, Joe?
Yeah, I've taken pictures of
Okay,
it.
all right. I didn't know if he was there last time.
We got new pizza place we like.
Yeah, we like Sasquatch.
Nobody knew what to do with it.
Yeah.
He
I
would
was thinking
pawn
that
it
one.
off on people in the office. Because it's like, yeah, I don't want to write this, so... Hey, kid.
Yeah, no, I guess if you don't want to... You're capable of great writing. It doesn't mean everything you do is great.
You got the... Oh, you got it right.
Stuff you don't want to write.
Well, you got to have an idea for it.
Yeah, well, that's why you go out to pizza with your buddies. And there's legendary stories about that. Isn't there? Them just going across the street to the cafe or whatever
Or,
and
at the
hashing out a
poker
whole
game.
bunch of shit. Oh, poker game,
Big
too.
Friday night
Up and
poker game.
Makes sense.
Going down to the place with the American's Best Steak or whatever. Yep, that's $5 steak. And Gruber hated it because he was such a... no, I want the expensive steak. And Nick's like, no, this is great eating for $15. 2 pieces of toast, a
Steakhouse?
potato.
Yeah, the steakhouse. Yeah, you don't want to know what they do to their potatoes.
Oh,
So Brad used to come in and say,
spank the potato.
what? You don't want to know.
Well, considering potatoes grow in the fucking ground and you put manure on them, what else could you do to
You
them?
don't want to know what they do.
You don't want to know.
You don't know.
The best, and I've talked about this before, is 6 a.m. in the morning. Pat and I
6
are
a.m. in the
working-
morning?
Yeah,
Just wanna
we're
be
working
clear.
on books. We picked up the books and we're
Yes.
working on house and a knock on the door. Bam, bam, bam. It's Nick
That's
with a sack of White Castles, and you're like, that is not the smell you want to smell in the morning. It's White Castles,
incorrect.
much less Nick. Well, Nick's been up all night, because he would be working all night on. I think he was a computer.
He was a programmer or something.
Yeah, he was a computer guy.
Nobody knows.
And he would be like, yeah, shit goes down. They're like, Nick, we need you. And
Oh, I
so
know.
he'd be-
You get up. Well, I've never seen Star Wars, Butch. We're going to finally see it. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Oh, I'm out of here.
Yeah, you get that call and he's
Yep.
gone.
It's not as good as Brian.
Yep.
This bucket of sketty. Found out where the bucket of sketty was from, by the way.
Bucket of skitty.
Little Caesars used to sell a bucket of
Oh,
sketty.
that explains it. Because he found a place in
Yeah, it was, and the place was
Medina
called
that did it.
Bucket o' Spaghetti.
Bucket o' Spaghetti
o'
with the meatball.
Spaghetti.
nothing better.
But he's
Watching Star Wars on a
watching
5-inch
Star
black
Wars.
and white mobile television.
jeez.
just on black and white.
When it
Just
brought
as good as seeing it in the
in
theater.
the theater. And there's plenty of time to talk about that because they got these 4 minutes of commercial. It was a 4-inch screen,
Oh my gosh.
one of those little Universal
remember
models with the radio and
Selling
stuff, you
that
know.
shit at Sears, man.
Yeah, and it was the first television broadcast of Star Wars, and he's in there watching it on the little TV.
Better.
Oh, it's truth. Because it is. Then they blew up that ice machine.
335.
Let's go to the Tom Thumb.
I don't need more. Sorry, it's a D&L food getting gas.
The lamp,
I ain't going there.
lamplighter.
I've been so upset since I went to Come and Go. Boy, did I get that sign wrong.
Pump and munch.
Nope, I won't even try it. Pump and munch.
You gonna order a different pizza next time, Cory?
I don't
This
know.
was a different pizza from the last time.
Yeah, it was okay. They do a St. Louis style, which has the cracker crust.
It's the
Which I
spot.
like.
I do too.
Mainly because it's lower carb, it won't affect my blood sugar as bad. So I could have a big old scoop of ice cream.
I always feel like it's less bang for your buck, but sometimes you just gotta go for hitting the spot.
I was like at Domino's, I would always order the thin and crispy because I get it.
Domino's.
And it was like,
I saw Godzilla walking right down this street, and I
It
was
was
looking
just
out my
like,
bedroom window down there.
eating potato chips.
And his hair was perfect.
Might have been dreaming. Then he saw me looking out the window, and he came crash through the wall. It wasn't. It was a T-Rex.
Zeus.
I saw Godzilla walking. Two of
Walking
the
down
werewolves of London.
Walking down to Larpenteur Avenue.
Two of the werewolves of London.
See, next time we should go to I was going to say Embers. Go to Perkins because they'll stay open till midnight. We can just sit and keep talking.
No, I'd rather get to the pizza place earlier.
No, I don't want to blow off comic.
I don't either, but I don't want
You
Perkins.
guys are gonna have to start your breakfast earlier.
Last time I had
Get
Perkins,
there.
I said, To quote the late Kevin Conroy in the first episode of Batman Beyond, never again. And I clicked off the lights.
I only order the breakfast there. I've had burgers there that were good, burgers that were bad.
Where's the lamplighter?
Brentmore.
Burgers at Perkins, the only place I ever went and couldn't finish a burger.
Yeah.
Ever.
Brentmore and I were together someday. I don't know what we were doing. Probably just kind of geeking. And he's like, well, where do you want to go eat? Let's go eat the Lamplighter. I said, I don't think they're open yet. Yep, they open at 11. I said, well, you want to eat there?
Let's go.
We get in there. There's nobody there.
Yep.
There's no girls. They walk in and say, yeah, we thought we'd come in for lunch.
Just the chef.
And no, even the chef, no, we don't even have the ovens going. I said, why? And
What do you mean you open at 11?
That's my smart ass question. I said, why open at 11 and you ain't even ready for nobody?
Nothing, yeah.
They said, no, everything could rock in about noon. Okay, we'll come back. We didn't come back.
Have a beer.
Never went back.
Have lots of beers. Middle of the day. Lunch break.
Brent's another guy, I think he still buys and collects comics, but he doesn't go to shows, he doesn't do geeking.
Well, I never seen him talking about comics online either.
He might be out of it. I think he's still into the toys and stuff. But
What happened? Did he fall and hit his head while he was moving out of the shop? Or
who knows? He closed his store. Maybe he just said, it's the end of that life.
on to...
Speaking of life,
what did
Cory,
did you move on
we
to?
got to get you to one of them
Sean and Hubcaps.
cons, because first of all, it's free. You can wander through. It's raccoon free, and as cool as the discounts we got here today, the con is crazier because you're dealing with dealers and weekend warriors that don't have a shop, and I mean, I ran out of time. I had like $500.
They don't have an ounce of combined sense.
Nope, I had $500 for today. I spent $300 of it at the Valley Creek. And that was, like I said, I ran out of time because I ran into some people like, oh my god. I was telling Cory,
what is this $500 of which you speak?
well, I had 200 today.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Tell it's 42 degrees.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, says.
Well, have fun. Say hi to the guys.
Sorry, says 42 degrees.
Bye. All right. Chris is taking off to go meet some friends. You guys can come in the house and we can keep talking if you want.
Ooh, hot diggity damn.
Usually it's like Chris is...
Oh, yeah, you don't see us ever congregating at my house. Sweet Jesus. I'm not even allowed to talk there.
I just remember the one time we were at your house and I was like, boom.
Yeah.
Boom. And you're like, shh, come on, downstairs. Mary
That's when it was
kicking
fun.
the living shit out of what it was like
A punching bag.
oh my god, and it was
Heavy bag.
flying.
A
And she
heavy
was
bag.
like jumping around, just taunting it, like not saying a word, like, hey, come on.
And we were sneak looking in the door.
I know, it's like it's amazing.
Oh, if my grandma catches me, we gonna be in trouble. She'd do
be
that to us.
Should be doing that to us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, somebody gonna get hurt.
There was a few of us looking
Boy,
in.
you should see that every day.
That's why we're not allowed there.
But no, I've talked to Brent about like Gruber. He doesn't do it. Part of it I think
Me
too,
no do it.
is his job. He works weekends, so
What is he doing now?
I think he's still working at Mystic Lake.
Weekend working.
I didn't know he.
Yeah, he was kind of the pit. He was a pit boss or
Oh,
something.
wow.
I thought he was shining hubcaps.
Well, he does that in a spare, or steals them one of the. There's something with hubcaps.
People still have hubcaps?
I hit you upside the head with a hubcap.
The other thing that's great, I can sneak in that crisis. Get that sumbitch downstairs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what's going on here?
Yeah. So he hit a deer. In one of them car accidents.
Oh, you're right. Look at that. He's got a dent.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't a cop.
Just happened. No, they're like, oh, phew, thank goodness the authorities are here.
You
He's
will
blocking
respect
the lane,
my
so
authority.
Craft show and bake sale. On my way.
Is his car dented or I can't tell.
You think that one would have been smacked?
The other one had the side smacked.
Yeah. But you think there'd be another one?
I don't want no piece of this. Oh,
You
where's he
think-
going? Like we go up to
Hobo Cop.
there's a place in White Bear Lake we go to, and as we're heading up, 61 has a divided highway, but it's like a real narrow one, and there's like 3 cops on the other side of the road just buzzing with lights on, sirens on.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy in front of me is kind of like, he's weaving over into the right lane to pull over, not realizing, well, technically we're a divided highway, but yeah, I think I'll pull over too. And then, of course, the guy behind me pulls over, and I think they're waiting for me to like turn around and follow him.
Should have just rolled the window down.
Oh,
I'm off duty, motherfuckers.
I was going to work the other day,
and you saw that puppy
out
dog.
of nowhere, like you see an airport police cop flying with his lights on and his siren on, and then another one, and then one's coming from this direction, that direction. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm behind them, traveling at their speed.
Take a left here.
Well, the blinker says I have. Oh, there goes the cop.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good. Anyways, and then I see, oh my God, they're going to the holiday I'm at. But they all turned off their lights and they start wandering away. I get in, they're all razzing at one of the employees because he accidentally hit the panic button. So that explains why all the cops showed up. And probably why everybody got out of my way, because I was like traveling, but...
It wasn't accidentally.
Are you gone yet, honey?
Accidentally.
Who the fuck parking there? God damn it. But there's Holly's car. Well, I guess I'll park on. I guess I'll cruise around. You can unload your car, Mr. Strode. And then once I've cleared out that Chris is gone, I'll unload mine. Oota solo.
Oh, shooda. Great. He's taking us down some back alley. He's going to kill us now, Butch.
Yeah, it's murder.
Yeah, I saw what you guys bought.
I want that anchor.
It'll be gone.
I want that elongated man showcase.
And that's the
Some
anchor.
bitches.
It'll all be gone.
Is that number 1, or is there only a number 1?
There's only one.
Yes.
He's going to be a hot character. His wife got raped and killed.
Oh, you will believe a man can plaz. Yeah, talk about all. Oh yeah, let's change Dr. Light into a crazy rapist.
And the sad thing is, that's now all he does.
I thought they
Crazy rapes.
I thought they conned that down. So
He runs around like a crazed rape.
crazy rape.
Great babe. Great babe.
Crazed rape. Crazed rape. Crazed
Yeah, we're cutting that part out.
They seriously left that.
No great
that
babe.
way? I thought it would do.
And there you go. The Black Friday special edition episodes are done. Next week will be previews, and then on Friday. Friday is the bestest holiday of the world. Festivus, a holiday for the rest of us, where me and a special group of people will get together to discuss our grievances over the last year. I want to thank everybody for listening, and remember, the comic we like the least, we still like better than the comic that you like the most.